So do you have any more on E&P?
When people work together on a common project, okay, it's the likes that will stick together. But initial attraction is always between opposites. So remember that.
Long term.
When you attract people in your life, they are not like you. And that is why you fall in love. That is why you want to hang out with them. And then you get closer and closer and closer, and the honeymoon wears off and the plateau begins. And then you realize, man, all these things about this person I don't like, but it is not them that you don't like. It is, you're just projecting your own struggles and your own self-judgment and self-worth and self-esteem issues onto them and making it like it's because of them. It's like this. No, they are just your teacher, making you aware of what is within you that you need to work on, focus on, take a look at, things like that.
Absolutely. The only thing I would add to that is that with time, people show you who they really are. So sometimes it takes time for people to let down their guard, for people to, when you're in situations with people over time, you also get to see sort of what's underneath the masks, that people may or may not be wearing. Mm-hmm. So you have that mirror piece, but you also have the other piece of who are they choosing to present themselves on as.
Yes. And usually also in a business partnership, this is one of the things I've noticed because I have been working with people, and in a business partnership also you have an emotional and you have a physical. So there's always someone who's out there, the face of the enterprise, and there's one who's at the back end of the enterprise. And usually the face of the enterprise is the physical. And the back end of the enterprise who's doing all the work on the computer and doing all the research is the emotional. So there's one more thing about physicals and emotionals. You might think, or generally people think is like, oh, physical is so out there and they might be like so popular and they might be extroverts. But here is a truth that a lot of physicals are shy. So if you go on a cruise, you will see a person who is very comfortable with strangers. And the person who's very comfortable with strangers usually is the emotional, because there's no emotional bond over here. They just go and have an intellectual conversation with everyone and they laugh. And people think, wow, this person must be an extrovert out there. And the physical is like standing like a wallflower. Like physicals are not comfortable with strangers. Yes. Physicals, yes. Physicals are not comfortable. Emotionals are extremely comfortable with strangers because there's no emotional bonding. And for physicals, where everything is like, I want you to love me. I want you to like me. I want you to appreciate me. For physicals, it's a great need to be loved, liked, appreciated. So among strangers, they are like, okay, here's a friend, tag along. An emotional will go and watch a movie by themselves. A physical will always have a friend along with them. Even if the friend hates or they know their friend doesn't like any of that, but the friend will come along because they love you and they know that, okay, I do these things with my friend, so I will go along with my friend. So things like that, just to know who you are and who the other person is. And of course, this is like, I can talk about it for 4 hours, but for this, if you're more curious about it, there are videos on my website and stuff like that, which take you through
the process of defining of how to define for yourself. That's great. I think that was a great, I think that's a great summary for people. And I think it'd be great if they want to figure out, not just for yourself, who you are or how you communicate, but also for relationships and understanding the people you're trying to communicate, whether it be in your family, work, school, whatever it is. So I'm sure you're going to put the link in there to your website so people can pop on over and check out the videos you have or the information you have on that.
Yes, but I want to do a little bit of a quiz, kind of,
okay,
as an exercise. Okay. So let's look at celebrities. Okay. And and these are people the world knows. So think of our president right now and his wife. So from all the information that you have right now, tell me who's the physical and who's the emotional president and his wife. Mr. Trump, Mrs. Trump. What is Mr. Trump?
Mr. Trump is, let's see, I'm just thinking astrologically, sorry. Like in a different mindset. So in this way that you're framing it, I would say that he is a physical because he's
a physical.
He's out there. You know what he's thinking, how he feels, because he's just it goes in, it comes right out.
Yes.
So I would say he's also probably literal instead of inferential.
He is physical. He is literal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now his wife, I don't know her persona as much. And
because she's an emotional.
She's the opposite. Yeah, that makes me think that she's the emotional and probably inferential because she tends to be in the background.
Yes. Yes. And let's look at the previous president, Obama and his wife. What do you think about them?
She was the more, I would say she was the physical and probably literal. He, I think, was more restrained than she is in communication style. So I would say that he was the emotional, she was the physical.
No.
No,
Obama is the physical. Obama is the
really?
physical.
Yeah, I honestly don't have a good sense of his style. Yes. or hers. I mean, probably more information on her than him, but
they are both inferentials. Okay, neither of them are literal. Both of them are thinkers. Both of them are inferentials, but she is the emotional and he is the physical. He is the physical because he's out there, like there's a baby crying. There's a famous video. There's a baby crying and she's crying so much and the baby won't stop. And he just takes the baby and the baby just stops and she's like, and he's like, it's like physicals are so comfortable, in their body that they can really come and give you a hug and you'll be like, oh, this person is my best friend and this person loves me, and emotional will burp you. Let me just burp you a little bit. That's an emotional hug. A physical hug is like a full body hug. They'll give you like full, it's not just neck or chest, like a full body hug. A physical would give you that hug, but an emotional would be like, that's an emotional hug. Yep. So people love physicals. If you want someone, like who's popular out there, they're usually physicals because they can go out, they can charm you, they have their funny jokes, they will laugh with you, they will cry with you. Like, I'm sure Michelle Obama cries a lot, but you will never see her tears. It's very hard because she has heard this thing, like, no, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to cry with you, let me comfort you and, wipe your tears. But Obama will be like, yeah, he will have his tears right in the public. Let's go back further. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton.
Oh, I don't like doing politicians because I am so not into politics. Can you pick people other than politicians?
But again, and this is something, usually the emotionals are not liked. People don't like emotionals because they are not out there. But it's the same way. Bill Clinton is the physical, Hillary is the emotional. Hillary did not win because she's not liked. But when you want to get work done, you have to find an emotional to get the work done. Tell them the work you need done, and the emotional will get the work done. The physical will charm you with all their sweet talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The last one I will ask you. No politics, movie stars. Tell me who's the
movie stars. Okay. So, geez, let me think. So, I'm just trying to think. I mean, he's definitely more of the, I think, they're both kind of, I don't know them very well, but I mean, my perception of their persona is that she's very direct with her emotions, like her heart's on her sleeve. So I would say that she's physical, although I don't know if I've seen her cry. I mean, I'm seeing them in their movies, so I don't know how she is in real life.
Angelina is the emotional in the relationship. She's a Gemini. Yeah. So Gemini are the wildflowers. Okay. They're like a wild garden. Yeah. But, and Brad Pitt is the physical. See, this is what happens, physical people, when they grow old, they're completely okay with their looks. But look at Angelina, how she looks. She looks perfect. You can't look more perfect than her. That's an emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is like that, you know. Here's the preferences. You can look at the preferences. I'll tell you something. These are the secrets. A physical needs sex. Okay, and emotional, the top of the priority list in a relationship is money.
Oh,
Money, status, power, that is the first need of an emotional. A physical is like sex. And when they get into the trauma state, the last thing an emotional wants is sex in their life. It says, no, I have no time for sex. I'm focusing on that. And a physical is like, when there's a trauma state, the physical will be like, okay, take all the money, you know. I'm not going to fight for the money. Yeah. So, but again, like I said, no one is a 0 or 100, but these are nice ways to really figure out like, okay, this is an emotional, this is a physical, this person is an inferential, this person is a literal. And as you master this, you get more and more effective in your communication.
well, yeah, and I think in real life, you know the people better. I don't like to really guess off of I don't really pay attention to what other people, public personas are doing so much but in people in your own life, you're going to have a real sense of how they interact and what they do versus.
And
I'm always very leery of public persona because to me, that's a projected image that may or may not be the real person. So to me, that's just, I'm guessing off of what I may have seen somebody's projected image. But in real life, it'll be much more clear to you because you know the person and you know how they interact.
Yeah. So. And my main thing was like, you know, like for our president and his wife, the first lady, you were right on because they are right there in front of our face every single day. You can't miss it, you know. And usually when people are fighting an election, I know who will win because just when like, who's more charming, who's more appealing to the crowd, to his people, that is the person who will win. You know, don't get cerebral when you want someone to love you. When you want someone to like you, don't get cerebral. Get into their heart space. And that's what Hillary Clinton did. She went cerebral. And people were like, nah. But what did Trump do? He went into the heart of his people and he won. So get into the heart of people and that's how you will win.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to feel loved and everybody wants connection. So,
yeah,
you know, versus it's living from your heart versus living from your head.
Yeah.
People feel the connection when it's a heart connection versus a head one.
Yes. And that's what you need to do. That's what, if you want a contract signed, you want someone to say yes to you, find out what their needs are and appeal to their needs. And you will have people saying yes, yes, yes. But in the other communication strategies, we will talk more about that.
I'm just laughing because that's such an Amazonian statement. That's exactly how Amazon runs.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. Jeff Bezos's philosophy is what is the need and how do I meet the need of the people? And that is exactly what Amazon's foundation is based off of and why they're so successful.
Yeah. Walmart was just like that.
Yeah.
You know, he had the tiny shop and somebody came and said, I took this yesterday, these biscuits for my cookies for my kid, and my kids didn't like it. He says, okay, ma'am, I'll take it back and give you your money back. And his wife said, if you keep giving money back, we will starve. He says, no, I want people to trust that if they buy something from me, I stand behind what they buy from me. If the kid didn't like the cookie, why should she pay for it?
I did not know that story. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. When I studied marketing, that was one of the stories. And he just had, you know, there was a gas station and there was a store, and that was how Sam Walton got started. Oh, and the story spread like wildfire, and everybody's like, oh, if you don't like something, because Walmart was the first company on the planet that had a money back, 100% money back guarantee.
Really?
If you're not satisfied, you get 100% money back guarantee. Walmart started that movement. And then everybody went into that, you know. But before that, if you buy it, if you break it, you pay for it. If you opened it, it's yours. But Walmart was like, no, 90 days, you can bring it back. Even if the company, the manufacturer doesn't take it back, because he was not going to send those open box of cookies back to the manufacturer. But he said, take something your kid will love. And that lady was like, Do you think she went anywhere else to buy her biscuits
Right.
or cookies or her friends? Everybody went to Walmart. Yeah. So it
Loyalty.
was loyalty. Yeah. Because you are nice to your people will be nice to you, and they will send their friends to you. Yeah.
And once again, they feel connected. They feel a connection. Feel that there's something real there. There's some type of humanity.
And do you know, now that I'm talking about Walmart, do you know why McDonald's is the #1 burger?
No idea.
They don't make the best burgers. They don't make the best burgers, but they are #1. You know why? Because when they started, their thing was, we will have clean toilets. So when people are driving by and they come in for a burger and they come to your bathroom and it's a clean toilet. McDonald's was the first restaurant in America who let anyone come and use their bathroom, and the bathroom was always clean, because everywhere else your bathroom is only for your customers. McDonald's started that. You don't have to buy anything. You can
that's good to know, because I don't go to McDonald's, but now if I'm driving around, I need to go to the bathroom, I know where to go.
And it will always be clean. They are so particular about it. That tradition has stayed.
I love that.
McDonald's bathrooms are always clean, and they're open to anyone who comes in. That was the thing. And everybody became like that. You travel abroad, all I'm looking for is a McDonald's.
Yeah.
But then, again, you go to Berlin, and Berlin is like, okay, I'm going to be German over here now. Did you buy something? You can't use our bathroom. If you want to use our bathroom, you have to pay €1. And I'm like, seriously? It's an American company. But no, we are in Berlin and we are Germans. You pay €1, you can use our bathroom. But in America, we have still kept up that tradition.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Well, thank you for all that. So I think that's it for today's episode, and people can go check out more information on your website and watch some more videos. And we'll talk some more about some other communication strategies in our next episode.
Yep. Yay.
If I could be anywhere, I'd be here with you, sharing our healing hearts, our hope and our truth. Joy overflows here at the crossroads. Here at the crossroads. Oh, here at the crossroads.